and we are live in Sunflower Studios. Hello everyone, we'll just wait for someone in the chat just to pop in and let us know if the audio is working, if everybody can hear us. There was about a 20-second lag last time we went live, so we'll just make sure that all is good. So if you're watching right now, please come into the chat and just say hello. We'd love to hear from you and make sure that everything's set up. Cigar Gary. At least we've got one person listening in today. The Friday wrap up, this is what we've been waiting for all week. Alright, here we go. T. Sean 25, that's all the confirmation we need. We've got viewers and we're ready to go live. So welcome Bumpkins. This is the Friday wrap up where we go over the development of Sunflower Land. We talk about what's new, what's upcoming, some exciting events, what's happening in the community, but mostly just to come along and say hi and answer any questions that everyone has. Just a reminder that we do not offer any sort of financial advice. Always do your own research before investing in cryptocurrency or NFTs. Pretty much do your own research. Anything we discuss today does not mean that it's going to make it into the game. So please don't get your heart set that if we show a feature during this live development, that it's guaranteed to make it in the game. That said, today I'm joined by my right-hand man on the left, Craig.
How you going, everyone?
And we've got
Sakul in the chat.
Sakul, hello. We've got a full house today as well. Romy, Spencer.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
So we're interrupted them. They're in the middle of some important work. Hopefully we don't leak too many secrets in the background. Craig, mate, how you feeling? How's the week been?
The week's been pretty full on, but we've got a lot done, haven't we? I think we have. We've done a few cool features that we can show off, I think. There's quite a lot to show. I'm currently still working on the features right to this point, so there might be a bit of debugging on the fly for those keen eyes. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Yeah, I think you're right on that. I think this has been our most productive 2 weeks. We said we were going to tackle buildings, which includes selecting buildings, placing buildings, moving things on a map. And there's quite a lot that goes into it around collision detection, drag and dropping, make sure it works on mobile. And the team has just crunched it out and we've pretty much got it done. We're just finalizing things today. So, mate, it feels good. It always feels good when you have a productive week.
100%. Yeah, that when everything's coming together, like the last couple of days, like I guess yesterday and the day before, PR City Central, lots of code being pushed in.
Yeah.
One-way ticket, mate.
Yeah.
PR City.
Yeah, it's been crazy. It's been crazy.
Yeah.
I was pretty keen to jump in and actually show off a little bit of what we're doing.
Yep.
Craig's actually developing live right now, so something might happen. Mid test, I might refresh my page and it might be new things. This is sort of how we work with developing. Even if a community member, if they push up a PR and that gets merged while we're testing, it's just a continuous update. So if you're playing on mainnet, if you're playing on testnet, you're always going to be expecting new things each day. It's kind of how we roll, and we like to get things out ASAP, get community feedback, and then sort of iterate. I'm going to jump into testnet. So this is where all the cool and exciting things around land expansion are happening. And what's this?
Placing the building. Yeah, it will be. don't place a building just yet because that's currently going to be
A white screen.
a white screen.
Yeah, I won't
Craig's got
go.
a fix coming in.
I won't go that far.
Yeah.
So this is where land expansion is sitting at right now. I think last week we went actually into expanding land, and we showed that I'm quite poor on this farm. I need to get some more wood, but we showed what this workflow looks like, and how when you expand, you get in a very unique piece of land. It's actually an NFT,
Yeah.
and everyone gets their own layout, different amount of resources, trees. And it's been pretty fun this week, as even amongst engineers, as we're sort of developing on Testnet. It's like, oh, what'd you get? There's definitely some layouts which look better than others and have better resources. But I do want to call attention to this new layout that we have. There's a few new buttons, a few things that have been moved around. In the top left-hand corner, we now have our bumpkin. And so this is currently a placeholder image, but this is where you'll see your bumpkin's level, your bumpkin's stamina. And if you come in to click on them, you'll actually be able to equip clothing, equip items, and update them. Right now, this here is my bumpkin in the game. She's looking good. There'll actually be an NFT version of her up there. And so this is a really cool thing. As your in-game NPC is updating your bumpkin here, and you click on here, if you go into OpenSea, on Twitter, wherever your NFT is, that's going to be updating in real time. And so we've just set out the layout for this. We'll be taking on bumpkins over the next few weeks. And we've got this new button down here. We've got settings. This is where previously all of your syncing on chain, music, community, a bunch of different things, it now lives down here. And what we're most excited about is this build button here. Craig, do you want to walk us through what this build button does?
Yeah. So the build button is used when you level up to certain levels, buildings will get unlocked. We have an example of a building actually in the build menu called the fire pit, which you can see there. So when you're level 1, you can build a fire pit, and the buildings button will take you into this menu. And obviously here it's available. So if Adam clicks it right now, it won't actually work. I think if he clicks this button, it won't work. This will be a white screen.
I think it's when you place it, it's a white screen.
Oh, okay. Well, that's great then. Yeah. So yeah.
Should we risk it?
Yeah, risk it. Go for it.
Cool.
Yeah, exactly. So the buildings menu allows you to place your buildings when you can build them, and you drag them around there. And what you can see, what's happening here is quite cool, is that the tick down the bottom is actually getting disabled. So, for example, Adam's currently hovering over the pebble. Well, the pebble's hovering over him, but he's on the same grid position as a pebble or as a shrub or as a sunflower, and you can see the collision detection is not allowing Adam to place. Something interesting as well, Adam can't place on the corner, which is a cool little feature, because obviously the fire pit here is a little bit close to the edge. It might be going into the ocean. How does it look on the bottom right one as well? Yeah, like a fire pit obviously can't be placed on that corner. So we've built collision detection in, so you can only place these buildings when there's actually a valid square. So it's checking against the different resources on the land expansions. It's making sure it's not over water, and it's making sure that it's not over any of the corners, which is quite cool. I think it's quite cool, and you get that nice visual feedback as well.
Yeah, and it'd be very good. This is kind of what these guys are doing right now, is hooking up the final pieces. You click this button, nice animation, and it's placed onto the land.
I guess what I'm saying is,
so yeah, there's actually been a lot that was happening this week, and we're super excited. I'm just seeing a few chats. Thank you and hello to everyone joining in the chat. We got a question: is that goblin doing diving? What is that goblin searching for? What lies beneath the sea? That's the question everyone wants to know. I guess you'll have to wait for land expansion and see what you can find in there. Guys, it's 3 a.m. here. Why you torture me? Yeah, so we're Sydney based, and we do a few sessions at different times, like the live coding we did earlier this week, but it's our Friday right now, and it's kind of a good time just to wrap up what we've been doing in the week. Thank you very much for staying awake. Let's go. Lots of good mornings. Hello, everyone. This question, is this a crypto game? Yes, this is Sunflower Land. So we're a low cost, low barrier to entry, I guess super inclusive game that is launched in beta on Polygon. And right now we are live streaming, building out as we prepare for our actual launch. So you can head over to just sunflower-land.com and you can actually mint your farm on beta. I think there's still a few more spots.
I think there is, yeah. So there was a few more spots released. So if you get in quick, you might be able to get one of those spots.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do want to show as well. So some work that Romy was doing around the UI is we've now got this concept in the inventory. We've got your basket and we've got your chest. And the idea behind here is that any items that you have in your chest, you can actually place these on your land. So in our beta version, when you get a scarecrow, it's always in the same position on your land. Now in this version, you're gonna sit in your chest and you're gonna have to click on it and place it where you want on your piece of land. So you're gonna have a lot more customization while playing the game and designing it for the world to see, which is what I'm excited about. Like, even though we're just in like dev mode, when I start playing around and building things, I'm excited to see what everyone's layout looks like, how people start designing their land.
The animation was amazing on the chest here. It's so good. The goblin.
Oh yeah, someone made this. This is our syncing GIF as well. So when you sync your data to the blockchain, this one pops up as well.
Oh, nice.
But it fits perfectly in here. I just imagine like your chest is empty.
Yeah.
You've got a bloody goblin that's in there. They're probably taking things. Craig and I are Team Sunflower, so
yeah.
We're gonna diss a lot on Team Goblin, but we've got the goblins behind us, so
the two goblins goblining away.
We won't go too far. These guys are stealing shovels. We're trying to reward the community as much as possible. One thing as well that for people that were on the where's the fertilizers? The people that were on the live stream this week, we actually built in fertilizers. So there's going to be some new things which are kind of like potions.
Yeah.
And you can apply these to your crops. So while they're growing, if you want to speed them up, you can actually apply these fertilizers on top. I don't have these right now. I thought I had some set up on this account. But maybe next time.
I can take a look for you if you like. What ID are you?
I'm 44. Cool. So for those that were here earlier this week, we actually did live development on this feature of fertilizers, and this has been pushed through to main, I believe, and its launch is going to be around one of these community events. So the Chicken and Zakao on Discord, they're organizing a few community challenges and events. So you want to pay attention. If you want to be the first person to get your hand on these fertilizers, you want to join that community and enjoy.
So interestingly, you do have those available to you. Maybe if you switch over into the farm mode, would it be?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And if you go into farming, maybe it was on the different inventory.
I think you might be right there.
Alright. So inside of this send parent, right?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Let's just give it a try and see if we can find it.
Cool. So we're going into what the current beta version of the game is right now. This is where we're building the fertilizer because that's where the game is right now. We're just going to jump in, and I think Polygon's being a little slow this morning. So right now it's just connecting to the blockchain.
The result.
And I'm getting a little bit techie
Oh,
here.
you gave it a
We're actually
RPC.
getting an RPC error. This generally happens when there is a lot of congestion or Polygon's RPC is down. So it eventually got there. So let's see if we can get into the game. There we go.
Oh, nice.
Thank you, Craig. That was good. So you can see here if we place some pumpkins and we don't have 30 minutes. You know, we're on the bus, we've got 15 minutes left, we can't wait to get this done. We can now come here and place these fertilizers on them. And as you can see, it's just fast forwarded in time 15 minutes. So this is great. If you are an impatient person,
So good.
if you want to get your pumpkins ASAP, you can now get fertilizers. Thank you, Steve,
Yeah,
for
right.
rating our channel.
Welcome to the Raiders.
Yeah, welcome to everyone joining. We're going over the live development of Sunflower Land, and we're just doing a weekly wrap up. What is new in this week, and sort of what's upcoming as well. We've got all the engineers in this room. We're sort of building as we go. I think Craig's even pushing up some code right now, so we'll see what happens. There was a question here: is how do we get that? This is going to come through a community event, so hop on Discord. Make sure you can hear more details how you can get these. Is there no cap? 50% for any crop? Yes, that's right. So if you're a smart farmer, you wouldn't want to apply it to your sunflowers because you just save 30 seconds. You would want to save it for your radishes, for your wheat and whatnot. Good question.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be super handy actually. If you need to feed your chickens or something, you can just rush like a, planting 21 wheat just to get the wheat for the chickens.
Yeah.
Because I've fallen into that trap before where I don't have enough wheat for my chickens and I've got a 24-hour delay in my cycle.
Yeah. Awesome. So this is kind of what we've been building this past week. There's quite a lot that's been going into it. We're probably going to move on to the bumpkins next week, building out how that's all going to work, the NFTs, combining clothing, dynamic NFTs, which has never been done before as far as we're known, as far as we're aware. So it'll be exciting.
Yeah, 100%. It's going to be challenging. I think we're going to find some challenges, aren't we? Because we're going to be almost changing the way some of these services work.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's going to be fun actually.
For sure. Hopefully we're still in good spirits next week.
Yeah.
So on the community side, we've had lots of PRs, we've had lots of things coming in. These were the potions that people were submitting, and we used one of these for the current fertilizer. We've got achievements coming in as well. So in the new version, probably won't be ready for launch, to be honest. But this is something we really want to do, is that you unlock certain achievements, and once you reach that achievement, you get minted a token. It's kind of like all these traditional games when you get certain trophies and medals and whatnot. But now when you get your achievement, it's a token on the blockchain, and everyone can sort of identify what level of a gamer you are. Are you someone that's cut down 10,000 trees, or are you stuck on like 10 saplings?
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Like I can imagine leaderboards, especially if you're like a whale cutting down wood, and you've got like the max kind of wood achievement. It's like, whoa, okay.
Yeah. So if you're a pixel artist, please come to github.com/sunflower-land. This is where we do all our development. We collaborate on art with the community. So yeah, some really cool ideas around here. It's still a fresh discussion, so I'll wait until we get a few more submissions before we start going through and choosing and curating a few of these. But I'm excited. We were even talking about token gating, which is giving people access to certain areas in the game if they have a token. So these could just be like little cool community hubs where you can meet and chat and view other people's bumpkins that have the same achievement. But yeah, there's a lot of cool things that you can do once you start tokenizing everything and people identifying to certain groups, which there's so much we can build here.
Yeah.
So I have this.
Vizzy D has just asked for the link to GitHub. Are you able to try and put it in the chat?
Let's do it, yeah.
I got blanked out there when I tried. Yeah, there we go.
There we go. So there's the link to the Discord. SF Watt, thank you very much for those contributions. I scrolled past it quickly. They look really nice, man. Or woman. The other one here is the Goblin the Goblin War decorations. I don't know if it has been leaked yet, but early September the Goblin War is starting. Tensions are brewing in Sunflower Land. You're going to need to join a side. So if you're Team Goblin or Team Sunflower, go out in the community, talk to your friends, get more people to join your side. We are 100% Team Sunflower.
Yeah. No, mate.
It's
come on, no. Team Goblin here. We're strong.
All day.
Shovel time.
It's shovel time all day, every day at our house.
So yeah, we're excited. Depending on who is on your team, will affect how your side goes in the Goblin War. So if you know there are some good farmers out there, see what you can do to get them to join. I haven't gone through these yet, have you?
No, I haven't gone through these yet either, no.
This is like an old Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
I want you for our army. That's awesome. I've seen Tarasis, they've been the first commenter on every art request or discussion.
Yeah.
I think they've got like some notifications set up and they just wake up in the middle of the night
So good.
and just go straight to Asperide, create some art. Oh, SF What? I saw you're in the chat. This looks awesome. This kind of looks like a corn dog. This one here. I really like this helmet. I think you posted this on Twitter and I was looking at it this morning. This is really cool.
So cool. I like the rig bumpkin as well to match the rig goblin.
It's like the giants in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
When they come through, that'll be the turning point in the Goblin War. Oh wow, look at all these weapons.
Yeah, so cool.
So this is where we're at right now.
Man, this is awesome. Awesome.
Pull it out.
Is that a goblin trebuchet? Is that one like a catapult?
But anyway.
This one
Which
here.
one we're looking at?
That's a catapult? Is it
The one that kind of looks like it.
Okay. So
It's interesting. There's a goblin sitting on it in the picture.
They're gonna be launched across. Yeah, the really cool thing about this war, we won't leak too much about it. But similar to the rest of the game, everything's going to be living on the Goblin. The blockchain. So anyone can see the progress of who is winning the Goblin War. And it's going to be very easy to see like a leaderboard, who the top warriors are, which is what we're about. We're not just trying to put all this data in our game server and then we tell everyone, this is what the results are. It's like, no, you can hop on the blockchain, you can look at Polygon Scan, you can see who the top warriors are, see how much Team Sunflower is smashing Team Goblin. It's all going to be there.
Nice. There's more weapons here.
JCE, thank you. They're a regular contributor as well. They usually jump in the streams as well. So if you're here or watching this at a later time, JC, thank you very much. This is like so JC did the fishing proposal.
Yeah.
And there was like, this was more in depth than Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing
good.
combined. You get a sense of when JC submits an idea, it's not a single thing. Like, this is a full thought out game, weapons, everything. The boomerang for the Australians as well. They know our soft spot. Yeah, that's incredible. That's amazing. Awesome work. Awesome work. These are cool. These little signposts that are gonna.
We were here. Yeah.
Awesome.
Life is great. I wonder if that's God is great. It might be.
Maybe. Yeah, from Discord. Yep. Awesome. We just had a question there. When will Bunnings sausages get added to the kitchen?
Only on Saturday mornings.
Saturday mornings, yeah, Australian time. Awesome. That's kind of the weekly wrap up. We're going forward with a lot of things. Goblin Wall is upcoming. Potions, fertilizers have been added to the game. They'll be coming up as well. Before we move on to a little competition. Is there anything else you guys from the back wanted to share?
I agree with the bunnies.
Bunnings sausages?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sausages.
I'm up for a bunny sausage.
Yeah.
Bunnings sausages all around.
Yeah. Nah. It'd be so cool to see a Bunnings in the game.
We need a bunnies hat as well. Don't we?
Yeah. Bunnings is a very Australian reference, so we'll add it in there, and I think the 0.05% of players that are Australians will have a field day when they see that.
I think there was talks of KFC in the game at some point as well, so maybe the Bunnings can be next to the KFC.
Yeah.
Neighbourhood's going to shit.
And how about Vegemite in the game?
Yes.
We might just have to open up a little Australian store in the game.
Alright.
That's awesome. Let's move on to. We did this last week. I didn't say we're going to do it again this week, but
No, so it does.
why not?
We're not sharing the map.
So I'm going to come here.
But
You know what? I need the address for the Goblin Treasury. Could you grab that
Yes.
for me, Craig? And just maybe post it. See if you can post it in.
I posted it and I'm just trying to figure out
Oh,
where to get it from.
Oh, Steve. Steve's still here.
Oh,
Thank you
Steve.
for
Thanks, Steve.
sticking around, mate. So last week we did a little challenge as well, and it was a blockchain challenge that people had to do, and the winners got some nice rewards.
okay.
And so I'm going through here, I'm seeing that we have got a lot of eggs available.
Alright.
And so what we're going to do now is we're going to do a bit of a competition. Last time we had 10 winners, but we're going to give away a lot of eggs this time. So we're going to do, there's going to be 5 winners of this challenge, and each of those winners will get 1,000 eggs.
Oh.
So that's a crazy amount of eggs. You'll be able to bake cakes for weeks to come. Please share it with the other players if you do come across these eggs. And it's very similar. If you were here last week, what we're going to do is we're going to create just a random address on the blockchain, and what you need to do is you need to withdraw 1 egg from your farm to your personal wallet, and then you need to send that egg to this address that we're going to provide. And the first 5 people that do that, they will win the 1,000 eggs. So here we go. We've got this random address here. Going to post it in here. So you need to withdraw 1 egg from your farm to your personal wallet. You then need to go to, could be your OpenSea, your items that you have, and then you need to send that to that address that I just posted in the chat. And the first 5 people to send that egg to that address, they will win 1,000 eggs. And so what I'm doing here is I've just brought up the address on Polygon Scan. And so once transactions start coming in, we can actually see who these winners are. I don't know if these guys in the background are trying to get eggs.
We got it, mate.
We're done.
Yeah, it's a good point from Steve. Make sure you copy the address exactly.
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 No excuses.
Egg start.
So yeah, hopefully you had some eggs left over. So here we've got the first person has just come in here.
That's me, mate.
Awesome. So these are going to come in. Let's see.
Oh.
So there's our 5.
Nice.
There is
Oh,
our
that was
5
quick.
people. So if you haven't sent it yet, do not send any more eggs. The first 5 have just come in. Oh, and someone just missed out. This one up here. So these people here. So that's it. We'll airdrop these. That's all from the Goblin Treasury. So give a huge shout out to the Goblins who have just sponsored that little challenge. We hope you like these sort of challenges. We want to make them a little bit interesting. Maybe next week we'll do a different type of blockchain challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. That's it from us.
Cool.
Any closing remarks?
No, I got my code into the chat, so that was good. It's always nothing like time pressure to actually get your code into production. So
Is it live?
It is live, yeah.
Can I
Yeah, you can
do the honors?
Yeah, you can do the honors. Let's see. Untested on Testnet, so give it a go. Let's see what happens.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? Never afraid, that's what I say. Alright, here we go.
It looks like so Craig's done some awesome UI improvements. If you saw us before, it's like we were scrolling around and things were going in front of each other and falling behind each other. What else did you?
When you drag around the fire pit now, earlier it would have been going underneath the stone, so hopefully it's on top. Yeah, so
Nice.
it also something quite interesting is if you go behind a sunflower, like there.
Oh, you got that in.
Yeah, so there's a little now it actually will go behind, so it looks a bit more natural. It doesn't cut the top of the sunflower off.
That's really cool.
So yeah, just a few small UI fixes. Commander Keen, the prize was 1,000 eggs, I think.
I said 10, didn't I?
10,000.
Yeah, no. 1,000 eggs. Yeah.
I'm like, what have I done? What have I said?
Cool. And yeah, this will go a white screen, but I'll give you a little teaser.
This might work
It's
now.
fixed.
Yeah. Cool.
It's just now rendering now.
So it doesn't render.
Placed.
Yeah. Perfect.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. You'll catch us here every Friday at the same time. We'll also be doing live coding throughout the week. Yeah, lovely to have you all here, and we'll see you next week.
Cool.
See
Thanks,
you
everyone.
all.
See ya.
Catch you later, guys.
Team Goblin.